You guys read the title, you know why we're here. Episode 5 of the 10 Sol to 100 Sol NFT flipping challenge. Episode 4 was almost 3 weeks ago, and man have we made some moves. The flipping challenge wallet has made 35 purchases and has spent almost 80 Solana. So without further ado, let's recap what I've been trading and how I'm doing in the 10 Sol challenge. Just for a little context of how active we've been, the last purchase and sale that you saw was Secret Sphinx Society 17 days ago for 4.89 Sol. That was back here. If you scroll up, okay, that's fine, but that's because we're showing 100 transactions at a time right now, and that's not even on the most recent page. There's another 100 transactions that were made. We ended episode 4 with no NFTs in our wallet and about 24 Sol. Let's start some sort of running tally on the screen so you can see the profit and loss of every trade we've made so far. The first trade of this episode was buying this project right here, Candy Cane. You can see the floor price is currently sitting at 1.1 Sol. And do you want to know how much I bought it for? I bought Candy Cane for 5.35 Sol. Ended up cutting my losses yesterday, losing 3.85 Sol on the very first trade of episode 5. It gets a lot worse. The next trade is we bought 888 Anon Club for 5.9 Sol. Sometimes you get emotional when you're trading, and that's what happened to me. I was losing that day. I made a couple bad trades on my main wallet. When I jumped over here, I bought Candy Cane. It started to dump. I ended up seeing the chart for 888 Anon Club, and the chart was looking juicy. I said, wow, this might be a great play. So I bought it for 5.9 Sol, and then only like 45 minutes later, it started dying down to 4.9 Sol. And I said, you know what? I'm going to bed. I've had a bad day. I'm going to cut my losses. I listed it at the floor, 4.9, and it sold. Well, the next day I came back and the project was sitting at a 28 Solana floor. I missed out on a little over a 22 Solana profit and almost a 5x. So on this project, I lost another 1 Sol. So we're taking a lot of L's here. Are we going to be able to recover? This next project, I'm just going to give you a little bit of a heads up. It was actually a win, but it feels like a loss. We ended up picking up one Remnants for 2.15 and selling at 2.89. A good scalp made almost 0.75 Sol. So we got a dub, but if you look now, if I had just held, that's now sitting at a 7.3 Sol floor. So you're thinking he must start turning it around soon, right? Wrong. The next purchase we made was Chalkboard Ape for 3.49 Sol. These were moving. It was a good derivative play. It was right after the Solana Bored Ape Yacht Club was taking off, and then Magic Eden comes out of nowhere and slaps them with this derivative tag. They took them off the popular page, and this project started to die. So I cut losses again, and I almost lost another full 3 Solana on one trade. The next project, we started to finally break even. We bought 5 of these right-click apes for 0.3, so 1.5 total. They're pretty much sitting at that 0.3 floor again. So this is a wash. And now we start making some money. If you were watching my channel, you knew how much I was excited for Botborgs. In my Discord, on my Twitter, in my private DMs, I was talking about this project all day. On January 24th, these minted at a 10K collection for 2.5 Sol. I was on the whitelist for this project, so I ended up minting one for 2.5. This project completely sold out in whitelist, didn't even make it to public sale, so I had a good feeling that this was going to run in the secondary market. What ended up happening was it started really hot out of the gates. It went pretty quickly right up to that 5 Sol floor. And then a ton of FUD started kicking in. There was news coming in that they might have had stolen asset packs. There was a lot of things that was FUD and a lot of negativity surrounding the project. But I loved the chart. The one thing that I was waiting to see was it get to that 20% listed supply mark. And since this is a collection of 10K, I was trying to see 2,000 total listed. On my old Twitter, I was even saying, it looks like the chart's about to be where I want to come in and start making some plays. So after it initially ran up to 5, 5, 5, 5, 4 even, I said that I'm going to keep accumulating anytime it goes below 5. So I minted 1 for 2.5, and then my first buy on the secondary market was at 4.99, and then I picked up a third one for 4.79. I ended up picking up 3 more for 4.6, 4.5, and 4.22. Well, just a couple days later, there was some rumors about a potential partnership between Botborgs and Vayner Gaming. Any potential connection between Gary Vee and an NFT project is going to bring a lot of buyers into the project. So 4 days later, on the 28th of January, these minted on the 24th, I started tweeting this. I may have sold all 3 of my Botborgs to get extra liquidity for this live stream with Easy Eats Bodega. And as you can see, I was selling anywhere from 6.19 to 6.9. So the math breaks down like this. I was actually in for 6 Botborgs at a total of 25 5.6 Solana. And I ended up selling all those between the 6.19 and 6.9 mark for a total of 38.5 SOL. We made almost 13 SOL just off our Botborgs play. Guys, this is probably the perfect time for me to come in and ask you to do me a favor and smash the like button if you're liking this video, and subscribe to the channel if you aren't subscribed already. So Botborgs had given us some momentum. I saw these art monkeys a lot in my Discord channel, and someone said, hey, keep buying these, and I said, okay, I'll look at them. The chart did look good. They were kind of ranging between 0.7 and 0.9. So I ended up picking one up at 0.77 and I sold it for 0.99. Small little 0.2 profit, but those are the type of scalps that make the difference in the long term. Now I think it's a good time for me to quickly show you what's in the wallet and break it down even further. Looking at the wallet, you can see it has a total floor volume of 18.5. I'm holding 2 CatchKings, which is one very rare CatchKing. I'm holding a Chalkboard Ape, which is the one that I bought for 3.5. I'm still holding it. I'm holding a Cybercats, which I bought for 2.75, which is down to 1.8, but I'm holding that a little bit longer term. And I'm in on these old souls for 1.1, so I'm down about 0.1. I'm down about 0.2 on this Perky Pika. And on these Solderland bunnies, I was buying them around 1.7. I sold one for 2. I'm still holding on to 2. So we made about a half SOL profit on these. I also have about 22 SOL in the wallet itself. Let's talk about CatchKings. I minted 3 of these at 0.99 a piece, so I'm in for 3 SOL total. Within 30 minutes of listing it on the secondary market, we saw that it was actually going for a higher price on Solana than Magic Eden, so there was an arbitrage opportunity to list these on Solana instead. I ended up listing one of my CatchKing for 4.69 and it sold. So I'm in for 3 total. I already sold one for 4.69. I made almost 1.7 in profit, and I'm holding 2 CatchKings for free. On stream with Easy Eats Bodega, I actually added another one for 3.1. I didn't really like the volume and it was moving in a weird way, so I actually cut one at 3. So I'm currently holding 2 with a 1.7 profit already. These are all free. I'm just free rolling at this moment, but I actually have this one, which is a very rare CatchKing. I have the Akatsuki robe, the gold crown, and the gold fishing rod. Let's talk about Toadboys, because me and Easy were actually degenning into these live on stream. There was a ton of crazy volume coming in on these, so I was picking these up anywhere between 0.7 and 0.9, and I picked up 8. I ended up selling 4 of them around the 1.45 mark, so I'm pretty much break even on these, and I'm still holding 4. So to recap, last time you saw me, we were at 24 SOL in the challenge. Now we have roughly 18.2 SOL worth of NFTs. It might be a little bit more because I have a very rare CatchKing. And we also have 22 SOL in the bank. This episode is a good point where you just have to be really right on a few projects, because I actually made more losses than wins. But I cut my losses pretty quickly and I let my runners really make me that profit back. Botborgs and CatchKings did most of the heavy lifting in this episode. So in total, we have 4x'd our account in just 5 episodes, taking it from 10 SOL to 40 SOL. Comment down below when you want to see episode 6, and if you think I'm going to be able to complete this challenge, give me your best guess at which episode the challenge is completed. We made a lot of trades, we made a lot of moves, and we ended up making close to 16 SOL in profit in this episode. But don't worry guys, I'm not going to leave you hanging. If you want to watch another episode from this challenge, comment down below, let me know that you're liking this challenge, and if you want to see just more content from me, why don't you sit back, relax, and check out that video.